My name's Harrison Snow, and I'm the author of the book Confessions of a Corporate Shaman. And this book is about making what's invisible visible in the organizational setting. So if you're interested in leadership and leadership development, if you're interested in changing an organization, looking at the dynamics, understanding the dynamics, and intervening in a way that harmonizes the different parts of an organizational system so you get the kind of results, the kind of engagement that produces a healthy, productive organization, then you'll be interested in this book and what it's about. Organizations are like icebergs. There's a lot happening beneath the surface that we don't see, and they're invisible dynamics. And yet it's essential to see that so that you can actually be effective in running that complex, overwhelmingly complex system of systems and help it work in a harmonious way to produce the results and achieve the mission and make a difference for the clients and the people that are depending on the organization to deliver. Is doing an organizational MRI, looking at what's going on beneath the surface and making the tacit knowledge, the knowledge that's there, but we're not aware of it, making it more accessible. So something we already know, but we don't know we know. And if we can bring that to conscious awareness and utilize that, then we're going to be more effective in making critical decisions and seeing new possibilities for action. But there's again, the opaqueness of the organizational, so many forces, so many groups, so many things below the surface. What a leader needs is clarity, right? You need some clarity about what's going on, who's thinking what, and how this is unfolding. And if you get that clarity, then you get some insights. So you see something you didn't see, and you have some insight. And out of that insight comes new possibilities that are essential to opening up something emergent, so you can take different actions and get different results, right? If you're stuck in the same script, if you've got that same script, then the play's going to unfold the same way, whether it's a melodrama or a drama triangle, which is filled with the victim and the perpetrator dynamic. But if you want a different script, then you need to get different actions, you need some insights that write the new script. Coach, we're looking at the situation, getting a real clear sense, what's the question, what's the driving question here, the key question, or the key issue that we can put in a sentence or two and be very succinct. Not get lost in the details, not get lost in the story, because frankly, the stories always come down to the same thing, the same sequence. There's something you want, and then there's something in the way, and you don't know what's exactly in the way. But once you know what's in the way, then you can marshal your resources, access your resources to come up with a solution to achieve what you want. I mean, that's pretty much the basic format of all the organizational dilemmas and organization and leadership issues and dilemmas. What do you want? What are you trying to do? You got to get clarity on that. What's in the way? We really don't have clarity because we don't understand just how much we are in the way as the leader, and how that resonates throughout the organization and creates blind spots, walls that we keep running up against. In this process called the Corporate Shaman process, or something, really another name, what we're talking about is organizational constellations. Within that process, we map out the issue and the different parts, look at it as a system. Every system has different parts. So we identify those parts and use representatives, use people, or we could use just map something on a board or have objects represent the different parts. But it's helpful to have people who don't know much about the issue, are not going to role play or have assumptions. In fact, the less they know, the better, to represent those different parts. And then notice, using tacit knowledge, our subconscious, the subconscious of the issue holders, really actually is connected to everyone else's subconscious. Use that to notice what we notice in those relationships between the different parts. And where's the sticking points? What needs to be said or done to move things around so those sticking points really become places of interaction. And the dysfunctions that are there have a purpose, so we have to honor them and understand them in order to shift them. If we don't, if we just oppose them, oh, this is resistance in the system, and let's use brute force or fire or what have you, we're not looking at the overall reason for them and how they have actually been, in some way serving the greater good. And it goes back to systems thinking, understanding, tapping into a greater field of knowledge through the subconscious, getting that tacit knowledge, and then the use of self. So as a leader, there's no accident. The issues that are showing up in your organization have something to do with what's showing up in you. And the sooner and quicker you claim that and understand that, and actually have the sense that you are the change, you're going to be the change that you want to see in the world, right? Whatever the change you want to see out there, it's got to start first in here. And so having the courage to take that look within, notice where the dysfunctions resonate within you, what's coming up with you within that, and help shift yourself. You can create a shift in the outer environment. It goes back to the old saying, doctor, heal thyself. Well, leader, heal thyself, or consultant, heal thyself. It's taking personal responsibility, so you have that ability to respond. So I hope you'll support getting this book out to the business community, because it's going to I think it's going to advance how we look at change, how we look at leadership. I think it's going to advance that to another level, say leadership 3.0 instead of leadership 1.9. It's going to advance our understanding of how do we facilitate change, starting with ourselves, taking responsibility and advancing it to the change we want to see in the world. So thank you for your support, and look forward to hearing from you and